then I'm communicating to them things that I have learned so they know them too, and then they feel tremendously better, right? Because if we put inside of ourselves the tools of understanding, our unconscious minds, and sometimes our conscious minds too, will work on them, will make use of them. So if you talk to a person, for example, about how trauma can impact us and how we can shove it underneath the surface and how it can spin off shame, then that person may take that knowledge away and come back with real understanding. And the fact that we can do this on our own, right? We can do this through good resources. We can do this by taking information into ourselves. That can be very, very helpful. And it doesn't require, because the first place to start are with things we can do that don't require professional help, right? And sometimes we may come at problems that do tell us that we should get professional help, right? So if we're having thoughts of self-harm, thoughts of not wanting to be alive, thoughts of real despair, thoughts of hopelessness, that's telling us, okay, let's get some help. There's a role and a place for professional help. But people come to professional help in other ways too, such as, for example, reflecting on the self. And so real example, person thinking, I really became kind of different when things started changing, like after college. And then I thought like, oh, I've kind of gotten to this place and I've got a good job and like things really should get better. But like they kind of haven't, right? And that was really a branch point. That person may have never really thought about that, or they may have thought about it 10,000 times and then shoved it underneath from consciousness to unconsciousness because it's a scary, vulnerability-inducing thing. It seems scary. Like, how could it be that I achieved things and didn't get healthier? Now we're afraid of that, right? And letting that come to the surface, being able to say, oh, like that's true. Like I don't have to be afraid to shine light on that. Then a lot of times that alone, sometimes a person will solve their own problems. They think about it, they come in, they have all the answers, they thank me, I did nothing but listen, but the listening part is important. It allowed them to come in and say what they needed to say. And other times then it can be that, but it's not always that. Other times it informs us about what to work on clinically. And it might not be something that's dire, right? It might just be like, I want to understand this. I want to be happier. I want to be healthier. I want to work towards these good things. When people talk about that, they're always, if you really distill down, what are they talking about? A sense of peace, a sense of contentment, coming at the world through agency and gratitude. And we can do that through self-inquiry, including through therapy. It doesn't have to just be for situations where, oh, there's a significant clinical problem.